kicking touchdown passes. It's the Lions and the Texans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all so much for finding time in your Thanksgiving holiday to join us. Brock Heward and Kate Scott here with you. And Brock, it's an annual tradition. We have a game in Detroit and a game in Dallas every year on this day. It's part of the old John Madden Thanksgiving celebration.
Yeah, you can just feel John. I just feel him as I got these headsets on and getting a chance and the privilege to call this game. It's become a part of people's celebration of the holiday every year. And I wish for every player in the league they got a chance at least once to play in a Thanksgiving Day game, because there really is a unique feel to it. You feel it in the building right now that you really don't get in any other contest.
Just as we do every Thanksgiving Day, the kick is off, and here we go from Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
First down throw, Mahomes. That pass caught by Tate Dell. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down at the 30.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Badgley able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 29. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Complete beyond the marker. They make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now a give on the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Another chance for him. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Defense making a couple of good stops here. And this brings up 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish up their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. This Texans offense ready to for its second drive of the contest. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal pretty well. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Texans with the football. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Connection made to Dell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Third down. It's Mahomes. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, he put everything he had into that. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Room to run inside the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I got to say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field. And now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind. Because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Texans going on offense now just before halftime. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Dell with the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Mahomes on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game before halftime. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Texans cut the lead down to 4.
Texans 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Wangu now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing from the gun here. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown. mistake in that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Sending a receiver left. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Houston calls it second timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 38. Has it downfield working the left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Blitz coming, Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for three here before halftime. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And it stays a two-possession game at an 11-point margin.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Fits it through the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That is halftime in our annual Thanksgiving game from Dallas. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando's. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Lions back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing off the play fake here. Connects on the crosser. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after, up and good from Bates. And the Lions push their lead to 18. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you've got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He gets it complete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Back to throw on 3rd down. He's got Thomas on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Just 1 quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll run the counter. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Hit some space around midfield. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions put up even more points in a win. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And Lions continue piling on to this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Now it's Mahomes. That's Mayer. He's got it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Throw reeled in by Mayer. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Pressure coming from Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side. And no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back now, pressure on its way. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. It really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So that brings them to 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Lions readying for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Texans football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And they're going to get to celebrate